Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code VIKAS10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for banking and finance for October month. Session will be quite interesting and important, students. Stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first question is, pick out the correct statement regarding the RBI directions issued in September. If we see here, option A is right and option C is right. B is wrong. B is saying that these directions shall come into force from 1st of January 2026. No. So they will be coming into effect from 1st of October 2025 onwards. Next is, in September, which insurance company signed a bancassurance agreement with Equitas Small Finance Bank to expand insurance access to across rural and urban areas? What is a bancassurance? Bancassurance is when a bank comes and tie up with an insurance company, right? Or insurance company partners with a bank where they can sell their insurance products to the customers of the bank. So which is the insurance company here? It is Tata AIG General Insurance Company. Next is, in September, Axis Bank in partnership with Dash launched India's first gold-backed credit line on UPI, aiming to simplify the working capital access, business growth financing and urgent liquidity needs. So Axis Bank in September, they partnered with whom? They partnered with Freecharge. Next is, in collaboration with which of the following card companies did PhonePe Private Limited launch an exclusive tap and pay feature for the company's card holders in India? It was in partnership with MasterCard. Next is, in September, RBI announced a new scheme available from 1st of October 2025 to 30th of September 2026, right? And this is for facilitating the accelerated payout to ensure faster settlement of inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposits that are lying with the bank. Right? So faster settlement of the inoperative account or the unclaimed deposits that are lying with the bank, they will be settled here. Next, in September, SEBI, they extended the deadline for the complete rollout of what? For the complete rollout of the retail algorithmic trading, right? So take a note of this. Correct. This initiative aims to strengthen MSME across India by implementing a cost-effective, innovative, right? These retail algorithm trading that will help the retail investors in making better trading decisions. Next, in September, which of the following launched a new scheme aimed at development of industry association aiming to strengthen MSMEs across India? So which of the following here we are talking about? It is SIDBI. Correct. They are the organization. They have launched a new scheme, that is DIA, Development of Industry Association, the aim of which is to strengthen MSMEs across India. Next, in September, RBI imposed a penalty of 31.8 lakh rupees on which bank for their non-compliance with the directions on priority sector lending targets and classification. So RBI, they imposed a penalty of 31.8 lakh rupees on Indian Overseas Bank, that is IOB. Next is RBL Bank Limited. They recently entered into a strategic bancassurance partnership with which insurance company to distribute their life insurance product across India. So they partnered with Life Insurance Corporation of India, that is LIC. Right? This tie-up was officially announced on 30th of September and it is in presence of the various senior officials from both the institutions. This partnership will support India's goal of insurance for all by 2047. Next, identify the company that received the approval from IRDAI in September for composite corporate agent license, right? So this is a composite corporate agent license, correct? And it is Fatak Pay Insurance Solutions Private Limited, right? This is a subsidiary of Fatak Pay Digital, which is India's one of the leading digital financial service platform. They have received this approval from IRDAI for their composite corporate agent license. Now for Fatak Secure, now they can offer motor, health, accident, life, corporate insurance to millions of the underserved communities, and they will be specifically targeting the gig workers. Next is name the digital payment platform that launched the UPI initiative, that is payment ka A to Z, in September to promote cashless economy in India. So name that digital platform, right, that launched payment ka A to Z. It was by Amazon Pay India Private Limited, or we can say Amazon Pay launched this payment ka A to Z initiative. And here Amazon Pay, they launched this campaign payment ka A to Z featuring Bollywood star Ayushmann Khurrana as their ambassador for this campaign. Next, how much loan amount was approved for the development of Indore Metro Rail project in Madhya Pradesh by Asian Development Bank in October 2025? So a $190 million loan was approved here by approved for the development of Indore Metro by Asian Development Bank. Next, identify the organization that was granted SRO, self-regulatory organization status by RBI for asset and loan financing of NBFCs. So which is it? It is Finance Industry Development Council, FIDC. Next, identify the monetary penalty amount imposed by RBI on HDB Financial Services for non-compliance with the regulatory directions. So identify the monetary penalty. How much penalty? It is 4.2 lakh rupees penalty by RBI on HDB Financial Services for non-compliance with regulatory directions. Right, take a note of it. Next is select the organization that collaborated with SEBI to develop validated UPI handles and SEBI check initiative launched in October to strengthen investor payment security. So which is that organization that collaborated with SEBI here to launch this validated UPI handles? So it is NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, right? And they have introduced at the rate of valid UPI IDs for all the registered investors facing intermediaries including brokers and mutual funds. Next, identify the bank that in partnership with Ubuntu Systems Private Limited launched India's first youth-focused digital banking application, that is Cosmos Galgal app in October. So identify that bank we are talking about. It is Cosmos Cooperative Bank. Next is name the product launched jointly by PhonePe and Utkarsh Small Finance Bank in October through the PhonePe app, which offers a fixed deposit backed credit card starting from 2000 rupees. It is Wish Credit Card. Next is pick the payment gateway that in collaboration with Yes Bank, they have launched India's first RBI compliant biometric authentication system for the payments in October. So which is that payment gateway we are talking about? We are talking about Razorpay. Next, RBI linked Bharat Connect with which platform in October to facilitate dollar transactions for individual customers? So it was with FX Retail platform. Next, Jair da Costa, a former striker of Brazil's national football team, passed away at the age of 84. Question is, he was a member of which year's Internet FIFA World Cup winning squad of Brazil? So he was a part of which year's team? This is your homework, students, right? And I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. Next is identify the foreign company whose 26% stake acquisition by Bajaj Finserv Limited in October led to the rebranding of the insurance ventures as Bajaj General Insurance and Bajaj Life Insurance. So identify that foreign company that we are talking about. It is Alliance SE. Next, SBI General Insurance Company Limited launched which health insurance plan in October that offer customers over 50 customizable coverage options? It is Health Alpha, right? And this is an optional coverage, right? In that event, no claims are filed under the policy and it offers up to 10x annually. The cover ranges from 5 lakh rupees to the maximum amount insured, a 5-year policy option with tenure-based premium reduction. Next Next is RBI cancelled the banking license of which urban cooperative bank in October due to poor financial positions and failure to comply with the regulatory norms. So which is it? It is Jijamata Mahila Shakari Bank. Next, students, these were your important current affairs for banking and finance. Right now, let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. Next is, where did Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation, that is HSBC India, launched their new HSBC Innovation Banking Platform in October, along with a commitment of $1 billion in non-dilutive debt funding to support the Indian startups. So, where did HSBC Innovation Banking Platform planned their investment of $1 billion? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, identify the small finance bank that partnered with Pramerica in life insurance company in October to expand their bancassurance network across 18 states and enhance access to life insurance across India. So identify that small finance bank. It is Equitas Small Finance Bank. Next is name the payment technology company that launched India's first business focused e-rupee voucher insurance platform to help enterprises manage their expenses using UPI ecosystem. Which is it? It is Autopay. It is Autopay. Next is Flipkart partnered with which global fintech platform in October to launch Flipkart Bharat Yatra Card, a prepaid transit card supporting National Common Mobility Card standards. Which is it? It is Pine Labs Limited. Next is where was India's first quick response code based kiosk introduced in October for paying traffic fines and to reduce the need for the courthouse visits. So where was this? It was in Gurugram, Haryana. It was in Gurugram, Haryana. Moving on, in October, Dash partnered with NPCI to launch India's first wearable payment ecosystem through RuPay-enabled device, that is Ring 1. It is Muse Wearables. Next, so these are your important current affairs, students. Now let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all. Next, in October, Dr. V. Narayanan, the chairman of ISRO, announced that India's maiden human spaceflight mission Gaganyaan is scheduled for 2027, while ISRO aims to launch their first crewed moon mission by what year? By 2040. Next is name the fighter jet that was unveiled by the Union Minister of Defence Rajnath Singh at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited Nasik facility. So what is that fighter jet? It is Tejas Mark 1A fighter jet. Next, name the Indian naval ship that was launched by Cochin Shipyard Limited in October as the sixth in the series of 8 indigenously built anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft for the Indian Navy. So, name that INS. What is the name of that Indian naval ship? It is INS Magdala. Right, this was recently launched. Right, that is launched by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Next, where did the botanist from Davangere University discover 4 new plant species belonging to the Melastomaceae family in October? So it was from which range? It was from Western Ghats that they were discovered. Next, identify the space agency that successfully launched HTV X1 cargo spacecraft aboard the H3 rocket in October, marking a major step towards advanced cargo delivery to the International Space Station. So identify the space agency. Which is that space agency we are talking about? It is JICA, Japan International. Oh, it is JAXA, not JICA, JAXA. JAXA is your Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Right option is option 5. Next is identify the newly discovered super Earth located around 20 light years away from Earth, as revealed by international team of scientists including researchers from Penn State University in October. It is GZ251c. This is the newly discovered super Earth. So these were your important current affairs for science and technology students. Now let's move to the books and authors. These questions are also quite important. First question is, who authored the book Above and Beyond Exploring the Amazing World of Aviation, launched by Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu ji? So right option is Shiv Kumar Mohanka. Right, so Ram Mohan Naidu, our Union Minister of Civil Aviation, unveiled the book Above and Beyond Exploring the Amazing World of Aviation, authored by Shiv Kumar Mohanka. Next, identify the author of the book titled मैंने कैंसर को जीत लिया, I am a cancer survivor, launched in October. So, who is the author here? Dr. Palakonda Vijay Anand Reddy is the author here. This book was published by Penguin Random House, India. Originally written in English, then it was translated into Hindi. Next, who authored the book Ready, Relevant and Resurgent to Shaping a Future Ready Force, released by Union Minister Rajnath Singh? If we look at the option, right option is General Anil Chauhan. Right, and this book was published by Pentagon Press. Next, who authored the biography titled Shivam Subham, the biography of a couple, released in October, featuring MS Subha Lakshmi and her husband T. Sadasivam. So, who authored the biography? B.K. Harinyaran. Next is name the author of the book titled Civil Military Fusion as a Metric of National Power and Comprehensive Security, released by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. So, right option is Lieutenant General Raj Shukla. Next, who authored the book titled Modi's Mission, which was released by Maharashtra Governor Acharya Devrat in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, who authored the book? It was authored by Burgess Desai. Which country received the International Social Security Association Award 2025 for outstanding achievement in social security during the World Social Security Forum held in September to October in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? So, it is our country, India. Next is identify the persons who were announced as the winners of the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in October 2025. So, identify the persons here. So, first A, B and C. These are the three individuals who were announced as the winners of the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Next, Indian peacemakers of which country were honored for their dedicated services by Major General Robert Ya Affam, acting head of the mission of the UNISFA, that is United Nations Interim Social Security Force by Abbey in October. So, Indian peacemakers of which country were honored for their contribution of Sudan? They were honored. Next, choose the ministry that implements the National Service Scheme under which the My Bharat NSS Awards 22-23 were presented by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu ma'am. So, it is Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Next, who among the following jointly received the 2025 Nobel Prize in Physics for their discovery of macroscopic quantum mechanical tunneling and energy quantization in an electric circuit? So, all three of them has jointly received the Nobel Prize in Physics. Next, who among the following jointly won the 2025 Nobel Prize in Chemistry? If we look at the option, all three of them have won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the development of metal organic frameworks. Next, Lieutenant Colonel Honorary and Malayalam actor Dash was facilitated with the Chief of Army Staff Commendation card by the General Upendra Dwivedi in October for his outstanding societal contribution and support to the armed forces. So, Lieutenant Colonel and Malayalam actor Mohanlal Vishwanathan, he was honored here with this award. Next, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature by the Royal Swedish Academy of Science for his compelling and visionary aware that in the midst of an apocalyptic terror reaffirms the power of art. So, who was awarded here Nobel Prize in Literature? Laszlo Horkai, right, awarded here. He became the second Hungarian author to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Next, name the Indian business leader who retained the top position on the Forbes 100 India's rich list with a net worth of $105 billion, marking the 14th consecutive year as India's richest person. So, right option is Mukesh Ambani. Next, Maria Corina Machado became the first person from which country to win the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights and a peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. Right option is Venezuela. Next, identify the economists who were awarded the 2025 Sveriges Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel, announced by the Royal Swedish Academy of Science in October. So, identify the economists. Here you can see Joel Moyka, Philippine Agian and Peter Howitt. These are the economists that are awarded with the 2025 Sveriges Riksbank Prize. Next, find out which of the following beaches is not among the 5 Maharashtra beaches that received the International Blue Flag certification in October. So here, Devka beach is among the 5 Maharashtra beaches that received the International Blue Flag certification. Rest, they did not receive the Blue Flag certification here. I correct myself. This is the beach that did not receive Devka beach. Rest 4 beach, they received the Blue Flag certification. Next is name the bank that recognized by the Global Finance as Asia's safest bank for the 17th consecutive year as in its World's Safest Bank in Asia 2025 report. So it is DBS Bank that is considered as Asia's safest bank. Next, who became the first from India to climb 9 of the world 14 peaks above 8,000 meter after scaling Mount Cho in October? So right option is Bharat Thameni, right? He became the first from India to climb 9 of the world's 14 peaks. Next, who was honored with the BRICS International Award for contribution to spiritual education, cultural development and maritime innovation at an event hosted by the State Duma of the Russian Federation in Moscow in October? Right option is Abuspan Kharkarov. Next, which ministry received an award from the President Draupadi Murmu ma'am in October for its outstanding contribution to the implementation of Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyay Abhiyan scheme? So, which ministry received the award? It is the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Next, who won the British Academy Book Prize in October for his book titled The Burning Earth, an Environmental History of the Last 500 Years? So, who won this book? Sunil Amrit. He is the author of this book who won the British Academy Book Prize in October. Next, Union Minister Rajnath Singh, our Defence Minister, conferred the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel upon Neeraj Chopra in which voluntary military force of India? It is for the Territorial Army. Next, identify the Indian scientist who was featured among the world's top 2% scientist list for the third consecutive year, that is from 2023 to 2025, released by the Stanford University of USA and Elsevier Publishers in October 2025. So, right option is Dr. Ashok Kumar Viramuthu. Next, in October, Government of India announced the winners of the second edition of the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar, who was honored posthumously with the Vigyan Ratna Award for his outstanding lifetime contribution to the physics. So, right option is Professor Jayant Vishnu Narlekar. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am inaugurated India's first modern river ferry terminal in November, where this gateway terminal and jetty was located. So, it is located in Guwahati, Assam. Moving on, mark the incorrect statement regarding the export sector schemes approved by the Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If we see here, the incorrect statement, A is right, C is right, B is wrong, which is our answer. Correct, take a note of this. It is saying that the credit guarantee scheme for the exporters provide 50% credit guarantee coverage by NCGTC to MLIs, right? And it is for additional credit up to 20,000 crore rupees valid till March 2026. Correct. So it is valid till 31st of March 2026. And here if we see 20,000 crore rupees additional credit is also right. But if we look at this number, right, that is the scheme provides 50% credit guarantee coverage. No, it is not 50% but 100% credit guarantee coverage. Next, identify the mineral that was not included in the Union Cabinet's approval of the rationalized royalty rates in November, aimed at boosting domestic production and reducing the import dependence. It is nickel. Next is which state emerged as the first in India to roll out the amended BharatNet scheme in November, a rural broadband initiative aimed at enabling e-health, e-education and e-governance services. It is Punjab state. Important. Next, name the country that became the world's first cashless society in November, where cash circulation accounts for less than 4% of the GDP. It is Sweden. Next, identify the Indian National Park that earned good rating from IUCN, that is International Union for the Conservation of Nature, in their 4th edition of the World Heritage Outlook, becoming the only Indian site to achieve a positive conservative assessment. So, which is that Indian National Park? It is Kanchenjunga National Park. Where is this located? It is located in Sikkim. Also remember this World Heritage Outlook. This was released during the IUCN World Conservation Congress that was held in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Next, which organization has released State of the Food and Agriculture report titled Addressing Land Degradation Across Landholding Scales in November, highlighting India among the countries with the highest yield loss due to the human-induced land degradation? Which is it? It is Food and Agriculture Organization. Right? Take a note. This is an arm of UN. Moving on. Next, The 29th edition of the multilateral exercise Malabar involving the participation of Quad nations began in November. Which are the Quad countries? If we see here, India, USA, then Australia and Japan. These are the 4 countries Quad, and they conduct an exercise that is Malabar exercise. This is the 29th edition of this Malabar exercise. Right, question asked is that the exercise was hosted by which country? It is United States of America that hosted this exercise, and the navies of these countries, they took part here. And this time, if we see from Indian side, INS Shahadri took part in this exercise. Next, identify the South Asian country that became the first in the region and the 56th globally to join UN Water Convention on 20th of June. It is Bangladesh. Next, which country was ranked as the world's happiest city? Recently launched Time Out Cities Life Index, while Mumbai topped the Asian happiness chart here. So, which city was ranked as the world's happiest city? It is Abu Dhabi, UAE. And if we talk about the Asian cities, it is Mumbai that secured the top position here. Next, and globally also Mumbai, India, it secured 5th position. This is globally. Next, identify the sector where India and Vietnam, they have signed a memorandum of agreement for mutual search, rescue support and cooperation on the sidelines of the 15th India-Vietnam Defense Policy Dialogue held in Hanoi, Vietnam. So, identify the sector where India and Vietnam signed a memorandum of agreement. It is in the submarine sector, right? For submarine cooperation, research and development and innovation of it. Next, mark the correct statement regarding President Draupadi Murmu ma'am's visit to Angola. If we see here, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, in November, which Indian public sector bank surpassed 100 trillion rupees in total business and crossed $100 billion mark capitalization for the first time? It is State Bank of India. Right? It is State Bank of India. Next is Renew Energy Global PLC. They have secured how much amount of financial package from Asian Development Bank? This is worth $331 million financial package from Asian Development Bank in November to support 837 megawatt peak hybrid renewable energy project that will be established in Andhra Pradesh. Next, name the country where NPCI International Payment Limited partnered with Benefit, that is a leading fintech company, in November to enable real-time cross-border remittances through the linkage of UPI and Fawry Plus services. It is Bahrain. Next, name the organization that recognized by RBI in November as a self-regulatory organization for payment settlement operators. So, name that organization. It is Self-Regulated Payment System Operators Association. Right? It was recognized as an SRO. Next, name the bank that launched the cultural initiative, that is Bharat Surotsav in Chennai, Tamil Nadu in November, that is aimed at celebrating India's musical and cultural heritage through a multi-city fusion festival. So, name that bank. It is Federal Bank Limited. Next, according to Moody's rating, global macro 2026 growth will be steady but subdued in 2026 report released in November. India's GDP growth is expected to average dash through 2027. It is expected to average 6.5% through 2027. Next, in November, the Eldelgive Foundation in collaboration with Huron India has released the 12th edition of the Huron India Philanthropy List. Name the philanthropist who emerged as India's most generous donor with a total contribution of 2,708 crore rupees during financial year 26. He is Shivnadar and family. Right? Take a note of this. If we average it out, he donated almost 7.4 crore rupees per day for generous efforts. Correct? If we talk about the youngest philanthropist, he will be Nikhil Kamath. He is 39 years of age, and Nitin Kamath, who is 46 years of age. Together, they were among the youngest philanthropists who donated 147 crore rupees. Next, who received the Interpol Medal for the highest order for outstanding contribution to global security and international cooperation. This was during the Middle East International Border Management and Technology Conference in Manama, Bahrain. So, who received this Interpol Medal? General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa received this medal. Next, select the person who did not receive the Bharat Ratna Dr. Bhupen Hazarika National Award, which honors individuals for their contribution towards the promotion of Northeastern arts, literature, music and social service in November. So select the person. Arijit Singh here did not receive the Bharat Ratna Bhupen Hazarika National Award. Next, identify the insurance company that won two major awards, that is Digital Insurer of the Year and Women Leader of the Year at the 29th Asia Insurance Industry Awards held in Singapore. So identify the insurance company. It is Go Digit General Insurance Limited, that is Digit Insurance. Next, who was honored with the Ambassador Richard C. Holbrooke Distinguished Achievement Award, that is the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Dayton Literacy Peace Prize held in Dayton, Ohio, UAE. So here who was honored? So Salman Rushdie was honored here. Correct. If we see for the fiction, Martyr by Kaveh Akbar was winner here, and for non-fiction, The Burning Earth. The Burning Earth by Sunil Amrit won, and Martyr was by Kaveh Akbar.